and he cuts my hair. When he's finished cutting my hair, I've got to pay him. So I offer him a copy of my book, Jerusalem in the Quran. He says, Sheikh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in your book. Barter has its limitations. Huh? I need money. I need to pay him for the haircut with money. And he can use that money, go in the market, buy durian. So, medium of exchange. How much should I pay for the haircut? And how much should he pay for the durian? The value of the haircut and the value of the durian. Money becomes a measure of value. And thirdly, after I pay him for the haircut, he wants to take that money and keep it. Store it for some time. But he doesn't want money that leaks. Huh? You get a leak and all the money leak out. No. He wants something that can store the money, like a bank vault can store it. So money must also function as a store, a value. So the amount of time he took to cut my hair would not be wasted, would not be lost. All 6 of these functioned as money. 2 of these are precious metals, gold and silver. And 4 are, if you have a better term to describe these, please help me. I've been using the word commodity. If you have a better word, tell me. So I say 4 of these, because these are also commodities. 4 of these are commodities, and 2 of these are precious metals. So when there was a shortage of gold and silver, dinar and dirham in the market in Medina, they would use dates as money. Yeah. What was common to all of these 4 is that they were all in plentiful supply in the market. And number 2, they had what may be called a shelf life. Not like mangoes. Your money is rotting. No. You want money which can last for some time. So here we are. I have just introduced you to money in Islam. Precious metals or commodities. But commodities which are in plentiful supply and which have a shelf life. So if you have a shortage of gold and silver in Indonesia, what would you use as money? Huh? Not you, Nick Mahani, somebody else. What would you use as money in Java? Java? Rice. Would you use rice as money? Yeah, rice is in plentiful supply, okay, and the rice can be stored for some time. Or what about the island of Cuba? And you do not want to support tobacco smoking, because even Fidel Castro has stopped smoking now, eh? Yeah, Fidel Castro has stopped smoking. So you're in the island of Cuba. Let's test your geography for a while. You're in the island of Cuba, my neighbor in the Caribbean, and you want to have money. You do not have enough gold and silver in the market. What would you use as money in Cuba? Huh? Sugar is correct. Sugar is correct. Okay? The second thing that is common to all 6, that Dr. Mahathir did not agree with 15 years ago, but today, Allah be praised, Dr. Mahathir has now understood. The second thing that is common to all six is that the value of the money is inside the money, regardless of what that value may be, regardless of whether that value may fluctuate. The fact is that the value of the money is inside the money, and this is called intrinsic value. 15 years ago I was here in Malaysia, and I heard Dr. Mahathir with my own ears, not somebody else's ears, and he said money has no intrinsic value. I have lived to see the day when he's made a U-turn. I have now introduced you to money in your religion of Islam. Money in Islam is either precious metals or commodities, which have a shelf life and which are in plentiful supply. And secondly, money in Islam is money which has intrinsic value. Because dates were used as money, you had to have an equal exchange. 2 baskets for 2 baskets. If you allowed an exchange of 1 basket for 2, what would you do? Although the value may be the same, by permitting an unequal exchange of money, the same money, 1 basket for 2, you are opening the door for money to be lent on interest. I give you 1,000 and you return 2,000. And over a period of time. So in order to close the door for money being lent on interest, Nabi Muhammad ﷺ said this. Now who can answer the question? Well, why was it permissible to exchange 4 camels for 1? Because animals were never used as money. I work for a whole month and I get my salary. My salary is a goat. So I'm taking the goat home. But this fellow came with his Mercedes-Benz motor car and he knocked down my goat and the goat died. So I went home and I told my wife, salary died. So she said, go tell the boss, salary died. So I went to the boss, I said, boss, salary died. Boss said, well, when I gave you salary, salary was alive. Because animals can die. Because animals can fall ill. Animals cannot function as money. This is the answer that any school child could have given 100 years ago, and almost no one can answer today. If this is money in Islam, how then can we explain a world today in which money with intrinsic value has disappeared? How can we explain? To answer that question, I'm going to now have to paint the bigger canvas to show the linkages between economics and politics, between international monetary economics and international politics and riba and the Quran and the Bible. It's a very interesting canvas. Very few scholars of Islam today attempt to study the subject. Nabi Muhammad ﷺ confirmed what is also in the Quran, that Allah had made a promise